Hello everyone, we are back with some more. As always, don't forget to support if you want to see more stuff. Here's some teddy bass, let's go.
Medea, she'll work you. Hot purple. Hot purple. Hot purple. Medea, she'll work you. Hot purple. Hot purple. Hot purple making pale deuces. Their impending doom, it was hearses. All over but the crying. All that bullshit they was trying. At the gates of Babylon, money changes. Flipping tables, rearranges. Hot purple slangers. Medea, she'll work you, it's a banger. Smile away from the tree line, the man of rain. Riding into the sunset. My Medea, dragon venom. Jewel in the lotus. Amethyst serpent. The need for anti-venom is urgent. Athena, work it. Seashell purple. Dielectric water flow. Castle Franco. Vampirella. Bellissima. The dope is hot purple. Medea, she will work you. The circus and Analima. Tu jefe ese the boss. Heliocentric. Cult of the crow. Athena. Run the sky for the Mio Mars. Try a little bit of Death Bubba Kush on a trailhead full of zombies. Original sources, Ionic Omni. Hot purple. Medea, she'll work you. Hot purple. Hot purple. Hot purple. Medea, she'll work you. Hot purple. Hot purple. The dope is hot purple. Medea will work you. Wait on the triple beam. 1 2 1 2. Seashells by the ton, Athena's love, rub-a-dub-dub. I'm flipping tables, cashing checks, take it to the bank. At the gates of Babylon, the Wolfman regulates. Avalon, Avalon, Lady Medea. Lapis lazuli lines the walls, the muse sings with me. Extra illumination for the vibration. I have under me the knowledge of our Genesis, Crystal Towers, the Punisher Frank Castle, Purple Rain. For the muse I sing her favorite song, all night long. No stems, no seeds, that you don't need. Got a bag of goodies, ice creamy cream. Hail Satan, close my eyes forever. Coming through in waves. Powerhouse on the hill, House of Frankenstein, darkness through dreams. I dream of Genie. Hot purple, Medea, she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple.
Thank you guys.
Hot purple, Medea, she'll
Thank
work
you, Teddy Bass. Thank you, Ammon, for doing this translations live. This is an amazing work that we are seeing from a lot of people being put into this. And today I'm going to bring you some more Ammon Hillman. Dr. Ammon Hillman has a lot of stuff in the past that is not being seen. So I'm here to see what others don't see, and I'm here to show you what others can't tell you. Right? And show you, and that's pretty much how I intend on looking at things. I'm gonna try have an open mind and see what today brings you. Today we're gonna be looking at the eros. The eros is let's see.
Eros is the lover of the human soul.
The eros is the lover of the human soul. That is what the text says, based on Dr. Ammon Hillman, right? We are a bit confused at the start, but I promise that we do have things to look at here. And for example, we have the sex and the drugs, always very interesting, but especially when connected to the Bible. This is, of course, interesting because you have ways of interpreting things, ways of looking at things that you never considered. Right, let's continue.
He
Right,
brings
let's go.
purification. Okay. Eros is the lover of the human soul. He brings purification. For the Orphics, this is prime. Do you have a problem with Eros being winged? Do you have a problem with him being the winged dragon? Do you have a problem with him being the bright morning star?
This is also very interesting. Venus, very interesting, because we have a lot of things taken from there and turned into Lucifer and many other things. I don't know what to tell you, but I think things have been mixed together. That's what it looks like. And we are to learn how to be human again. Maybe?
Oh my goodness. You say Eros is Venus? Eros is Aphrodite? Oh, sons and daughters of Venus. Are there any of you out there, sons and daughters of Venus? Yes. This is the stuff. This is the stuff that floated the oracles and the stuff that formed the empire. This is the Bacchic backbone that we're talking about right here. Eros. Where does Bacchus always lead us? He leads us straight to her. Straight to her. Oh, God. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Okay, I need some fascinating stuff to help people out. And immediately getting up, right, coming out of the water, what happened? He saw the Uranos. He saw it. Opened up. Right? Now, this is the Uranus. Most of you will think this is Jesus and Mark, getting baptized by John, and he comes out of the water, and we see these pictures in Sunday school. We had, here comes the dove, right? Coming out of the sky. This is right before he goes into the Eremon, not the top.
And you have to take this with a pinch of salt. If you're a Christian, right, you start to look at things and you realize this can't be, right? But you start looking, you start using the tools online available for you, and you can check for yourself. This is exactly what this says, and you can look at it one way or another, but things are being twisted, right? And you can see the drugs and the sex, they were triggering some kind of satanic rituals, and the Bible's not telling you everything. Why is this being hidden from us? Well, you know, drugs keep you free, and that is what is bad sometimes in dictatorships, right? Dictatorships tell you this is bad, right? Things are always bad when those things don't align with the regime's principles, let's say. I think we need to look at how this is being interpreted. Of course, we can't really see what this means, right? But we have to trust that someone who has studied is looking at this. Let's see.
Topos, but the Eremon. He goes into the void. Are you ready to go into the void with Jesus? Come here, kiddies. Let's follow Jesus right into the void. What happens when he comes out of the water? Aiden, he saw. What did he see? What did he see? Because the rest of us are looking around like, what? Huh? What did he see? He looks up into Uranos, and he sees descending from it the pneuma, the Spirit of God. Do you know how to get high in Christianity and Judaism, it's via the pneuma, by that spirit. When you're sitting there as one of the sons of Aaron, right, and you're doing your thing, when you're one of the Levites and you're coming forward to do your thing, you're standing at that altar with the enclosed tent around you, you're sucking in that vapor that's coming off the burnt offering, and you've got that rope around your leg and it's tied there so that if you fall over, they can pull you out before you die. When you're surfing those spaces like that, you are entering that void. And it's from that void that the voice comes. You know why they're always trying to bring the voice of God to some kind of tent? They're trying to bring him in and have him, look, he's going to speak, right? It's only for special, sacred people, right? Okay, let's go. That's the party that we've all come to tonight. Can you feel?
This is crazy. This all sounds crazy, but it looks like we have found the reason why these people heard voices. Well, maybe some people hear voices nowadays. Well, you can't really tell, right? You can't tell, right? Let's see the next piece of video, because this is crazy, right? We're looking at drugs in antiquity being a common thing. Is it? I don't know. This all looks crazy. Let me show you the next piece in this video. Errors. Very interesting. Let's go.
Happenings. I only have to say to that, there's a certain element of the present that must be injected to make this worth your time. Go. Let's hit the next one. Love it. Mark 1:1. Yeah, and this great voice. Yeah, let's go on. So the voice is speaking, but why we even mention this? And immediately, the pneuma, the spirit, through him. Right? It literally, boom. You know how all these guys get high in the Bible and see visions? They do it, as they said themselves, through the pneuma, through that spirit, through that air. Have you ever been with a magus and he's caught that air and he's in that place where he can see the things that you can't? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Jesus gets the pneuma. Now, I will just say from experience, because I've been hounded by charismatics. Charismatics love to come and pray demons away. For some reason, I attract them. Can you believe that? I think it's my good looks, but it may be something else.
I'd say you can see many topics being brought up. Demons, lots of interesting stuff, and you have to research and understand these things are not what you've been told. It might mean something else, right? It might mean something else, and this is always interesting to see, right? But I think we can see that these names are there for a reason, right?
Anywho, this whole demon possession thing, right? That is the power that is controlled. When you have that pneuma of God, that's when you get to step out of that chronic world into what's the ionic. The ionic is what you modern day Christians translate as eternal, and it's totally wrong, and you don't.
Oh, okay. What is that? A lot of topics being brought up. Demon possession, right? What's going on? People are being possessed by demons all the time, right? Sometimes it might be mental disease, but what you're seeing is people being directed by demons as a common thing in antiquity. And we demonize demons, let's say today, right? We demonize demons.
Don't know what you're talking about, which is sad. because you originally did, and your people did a much better job when they were all using the drugs and entering the orgies. These are sex rights, people. Did you wonder why we're talking about a virgin? We don't sacrifice a virgin. We don't sacrifice the virgin. Are you kidding? She's the source of our medicine. Don't be stupid, right? But if she says somebody else should be sacrificed, that's different, right? Because we entrust that power. We entrust that power to the God, because you see, all of this is built upon possession. People ask about possession. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're almost
Right. But I wanted to leave it there. Possession is not what it seems, and it might mean something else, right? These themes might be more powerful than we were told, and this is interesting. Not only interesting, but we must research more about this, because it's not what we've been told. I think that we should take little clips today, just little clips, and look at specific points in time, because it is just a lot of information to take in. I think that we're going to see a lot of new terms. We must stop and explain everything. I don't know how people. I don't know how this function, but Jesus being possessed by Satan, that was in the Bible, right? They took it out. I showed you in a past video, right? That's crazy. Gonna have to see demons in a whole different way from now on.
People ask about possession, and they think, "Oh my goodness, this is a weird esoteric topic." No. It is the driving force of classical mystery. The driving force. It's a central element. When Jesus comes to Mary and casts out her 7 demons, what do you think he came here to do? Right? To exert control, command over those 4.
Oh. What is that? What is that? Just by looking at his face. What is it? 7 demons. It sounds crazy, but it's sexual. It's sexual, right? And control, right? Many of these things happen, well, because people, they want to gain power. People want to gain power, and in antiquity, people also did want to gain power, but it's a sexual thing. That's what I mean, right? And you really have to see that there is something else going on here, right? Next piece of the clip, right here.
One guy that had a naked kid with him in a public park when he was arrested. Do you know who was arrested, children, in a public park with a naked boy? I'll tell you who was arrested in a public park with a naked boy. Jesus Christ, child of the Virgin. He was arrested in a public park with a naked boy. Could he have been a member? Could he have been involved? Did he ever say anything about, Your Honor? Overruled. Did he ever say anything about resurrection? Do you remember it? Anyone want to step forward? Because that's what all this second death cult does. Yeah. Death, resurrection. Death, resurrection. In order to get involved in it, you have to be Christed. You have to be Christed. It's something they call the water of life. And remember, Jesus went around flexing it. that he got it, right? If you'd asked me, lady at the well, who you know what was going on. If you'd asked me, he said, she blew him off. And he said, if you'd asked me, I'd have given you the aqua vitae, the water of life. I'd have given it to you. Well, you got access to that, she said. You got access? Yeah, Jesus with his 12 boys, he's got access. Yeah. Let's look at the drugs some more.
This is shocking. A lot of shocking stuff. But we have to take it. We have to take it. Right? We have nothing against this. And we have to take it. Right? Right now there is a lot of stuff and a lot of information, right? And Christians, they can't really bring up anything against this information. And there's a lot of stuff going on. The Christ thing is something else. Jesus is doing other things that we're not being told. What is this? Is Christianity really this? Or is something else going on? Is Dr. Ammon translating things incorrectly, lying to us? Does he have anything against God? Is he possessed by a demon? Oh my God, that would be amazing, right? That would be a very interesting story to tell, but unfortunately, he's just studying Greek, ancient Greek, and apparently things have been twisted, right? And apparently, the story is not what it was, right? Apparently not what it was. So very interesting to see this resurrection thing in a different aspect. I like it, and of course, we should be looking at this in very different ways, right? Dying and coming back might be a ritual for you to kind of die. Part of you dies and you renew yourself, right? You're reprogramming yourself, maybe. Let's see.
Can you feel it? It's a little unsettling. Thank you for staying, people. Thank you for staying. Who else are these people? They're not only these pornos, these, prostitute children. They're also pharmakoids. They're people who use the pharmaca, baby. Right? Did Jesus use the pharmaca? Damn straight he did. Yes. Oh, God. He wouldn't have been able to be called the Christed one if he wasn't. Yeah, he was into it.
This is Pharmacos, a magician, a wizard, a sorcerer. Sorcerer is the closest thing you have in English. In Spanish, I can't come up with any other word, but magus, right? Magus, the mage. You can't really come up with anything, but you can really see there that you have a lot of information, right? Jesus was a mage. He used drugs to influence people's minds. This was common in antiquity, and now all of this is coming back to real life. Drugs are a common thing today. Only this was nature. It was natural. This is all crazy. It all sounds crazy, right?
Love it. Love it. Let's go to the next one. Boom. And finally, so he says, look, this is, everything has come to boom. He's had the gag going on. This is how it is. Boom. It's all come down to this. Boom. Ego to alpha, kai to omega. Yeah, I'm that beginning and that end, right? Right. And I'm going to give to the one. I'm going to give to the one who's got the dipsass, who's got the thirst. I'm going to give him from the pege, from the fountain, right? Of that water that comes from Zoe. Zoe, keep that in mind. I want you to keep that in mind. Zoe. We know who Zoe is. Don't you know? Didn't you know the water of life came from Eve? Boy, you're confused now. Did you not get an invitation to the fruit? What happens? Things get mixed up in the mail, I guess. I want to go to the next one, please. I want to take you now to a horse quickly. Okay, if you'll give me 20 more minutes, I'll give you the best material that I can conjure right now.
We're not waiting 20
I'm
minutes.
just going to hit you the great points. Look at line 5. This is in the Geoponica, Byzantine, agricultural / drug / all sorts of zoological stuff manual by a dude calling himself Zoroaster. This section is, and in number 5 he says, "Hippos hupoluku brothes agathos estai kai podokes." Now it's kind of strange the way that it's phrased, but it fits in with all the rest of the description that he provides perfectly. He's between sympathy and antipathy and how they work in the universe. And he says the horse that is bitten by the wolf, what happens to them? They'll be good and they will be fast. Wait, what? The horse that is bit by the Lukos. What is he also? Then he goes on to say, look at the next line. He says, and Pamphilus says in his bit on nature, he says that the horses that walk in the wolf's path, right, that enter that path of the wolf, what happens to them? Oh, that they narcotize their legs. They get faster walking in that path. And what is that, Lukos? People, here, I'm about to give you a priest. I'm going into full hierophant. You have to be a hierophant to hear this stuff. Watch what happens. We're going to the next one. Boom. Here's our wolf, right? Lukos. What is it? What kind of, look at, wow, what does it say? Number 10 at the very bottom, orobache. Wait, and then it gives Dioscorides. Remember that I mentioned that just briefly? What is it that the horse is doing? What is it? He's involved in harvesting some kind of Bacchic fruit. He's involved in, yes, the priest Nicander talks about this.
This is one of the ingredients of the aphrodisiacs. The aphrodisiac drugs used the fruits. Now you understand everything. The fruits are the key. Right, we had fruits for very different things. Right, and suddenly, you start realizing many other things. Just wanted to leave this in your mind, and we're gonna watch more in the future. More Ammon Hillman, right? I have these compilations of different stuff. I think it's very esoteric, interesting, the psychology of it all, right? The narratives aren't what we've been told. Interesting. Let's go to the end and just see a conclusion, because that's really what we're looking for. Let's see.
It's what religio does. Now imagine this. Your religion has people who are initiated, who come in not knowing, and they leave knowing. They leave born again. These second deathers enter into the state and receive some kind of knowledge. And in the process, They are written into the scroll of Zoe. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And why? Because she's the one, she's the Aphrodite who has that pathway. I told you, you cannot give up the virgin. You cannot turn away from the virgin. It's her song. If you forsake the Virgin Mary, everything is done. You can wrap up your religion. It's gone. That's what they're doing the mystery for, in order to produce this vessel for the divine, right? Are you out there? Do you want to possess the divine? Do you want to possess the divine? There's a program for getting there. And imagine the control people. If you're not just taking communion, which is some kind of wine or grape juice if you're a Baptist, right? Because God forbid you should touch Bacchic blood, right? When you take that communion, you're not taking it as anything but a refreshing drink and a little bit of a cracker. You want a real communion? You Christians out there, you want a real Christian communion? Yeah, you want real flesh and blood? You want that body and blood? You're going to have to go through the process of entering death and being resurrected. And I know you haven't. You do not, by any stretch of the imagination, if you are a Christian today, possess ionic life. You don't. You have an insurance policy in your head. That is it. You haven't been there. You haven't been initiated. You don't know. These are the people that you must steer clear from. That's why they end up getting crucified. All right, we came to the eremon, the void tonight. I want to thank.
That's all for today for Ammon. I think we took in a lot of information. We saw what we're really at in terms of sex, drugs, religion, right? We see psychology tells us that we need something virgin, something pure in order to have something divine in our religion, and suddenly realize it's all being copied from past religions, which drove people to perform sexual rituals. Right, we're forgetting this, and this is the basis of satanic rituals in the past. What we call satanic rituals, pretty much, not the satanic religion today, not what it is today, but this is Saturn the original, right, and not the Satan of today. And we are seeing that everything that is evil today, right, it's just nature. We're just demonizing nature. And we are seeing that we are making drugs illegal, making plants illegal, making mushrooms illegal, right? Making water expensive, raising prices. These things are even in Apocalypse, in the Bible itself. So we don't even know how to stop these things from happening. We just know that they happen in history, right? And we demonize things that are natural, and these demons are always there guiding you. You must choose what you want in your life. Don't let anyone tell you what you want. Thank you guys for coming. I think it was awesome seeing how the Eros is driving everything. The Eros, the sex, the drugs, right? Bacchus, Eros, Bacchus, Aphrodite, right? That's what we forget in life. It was an honor, guys. I really appreciate people who watch this. I know it's not many, but I know we look at this, we analyze, and we bring out a lot of interesting conclusions, because we're learning things and you're not being lied to. You can check for yourself. Don't forget, this is for your own good, guys. Thank you, and I appreciate anyone joining me in this journey of knowledge. I love you guys. See you later, and as always, support Ammon, support Teddy Bass. Right here, join us for some more. Goodbye.
Hot purple, Medea she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple, hot purple, Medea she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple. Hot purple making pale deuces. Their impending doom, it was hearses. All over but the crying. All that bullshit they was trying. At the gates of Babylon, money changes. Flipping tables, rearranges. Hot purple slangers. Medea she'll work you, it's a banger. Smile away from the tree line, the man of rain. Riding into the sunset. My Medea dragon venom. Jewel in the lotus. Amethyst serpent. The need for anti-venom is urgent. Athena work it. Seashell purple. Dielectric water flow. Castle Franco. Vampirella. Bellissima. The dope is hot purple. Medea she will work you. The circus and Analima. Tu jefe ese the boss. Heliocentric. Cult of the crow. Athena. Run the sky for the Miomas. Try a little bit of Death Bubba Kush on a trailhead full of zombies. Original sources, Ionic Omni. Hot purple, Medea she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple, hot purple, Medea she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple. The dope is hot purple, Medea will work you. Wait on the triple beam, 1 2 1 2. Seashells by the ton, Athena's love, rub-a-dub-dub. I'm flipping tables, cashing checks, take it to the bank. At the gates of Babylon, the Wolfman regulates. Avalon, Avalon, Lady Medea. Lapis lazuli lines the walls, the muse sings with me. Extra illumination for the vibration. I have under me the knowledge of our Genesis, Crystal Towers, the Punisher Frank Castle, Purple Rain. For the muse I sing her favorite song all night long. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Got a bag of goodies, ice creamy cream. Hail Satan, close my eyes forever. Coming through in waves. Powerhouse on the hill, House of Frankenstein, darkness through dreams. I dream of Genie.
Thank you, guys. As always, we do this to free your mind. Hail Satan, support for more. Goodbye.
Hot purple, hot purple, hot purple. Medea she'll work you. Hot purple, hot purple, hot purple. Medea she'll work you. Hot purple.